Alright guys, we got a Dodge Chrysler here in the garage, 3.6. This is that vehicle I've been working on for a while. We have that code, multiple code, P0335, P0642, P2111, and P2122. We had a problem with this engine after changing the oil cooler. We had a problem with those codes came up. So with the diagnose, this is what came up. This is what we need right there. I was wiggling the wire down there, and then it had a good 5-volt reference with my multimeter. It's all tied in with throttle position sensor, crank sensor, oil pressure sensor, gas pedal sensor, and something about transmission inducer sensor or something like that. Today we're gonna replace the old harness with this brand new one. Let's get started. Alright, so I loosened this operator. You can tell the harness is out. The 6 bolts is out. This thing will come up like that. Just get a bungee cord. I got the oil harness. Pigtail is out. Pressure and temperature. The harness that attached to the engine harness here is right there. This is the end of the harness. This is the faulty harness. Okay, it's all tightened together like that. We're gonna take those out, but to take the rest of the harness, because it's all tied in with a knock sensor. This is the knock sensor. This 2 long one right there. This is the oil and temperature sensor connector. The knock sensor is underneath the oil cooler. So I took the oil cooler housing out. I put a plug already so it won't make a big mess. To do this, you have to drain the coolant. Down there, there's a drain plug right there on the bottom right of the rad. Take those out. We don't want to take out the hose. We're just going to put it on the side like that. Now we'll be working right there. Disconnect the knock sensor connector harness. Same thing on the other side. Alright, there you go. There's a bad harness. I'm not sure exactly where is that short to ground, but definitely right on this area right here somewhere. Alright, take this out, clean up a little bit the valley, and we'll put a new one in. Alright guys, let's put this brand new harness in here now. So basically it goes in like this. It goes like that. Knock sensor in, connector, the other knock sensor in, connector, and then the big fat connector at the back. It's hard to see. Here's the connector right there, the new one, and it will connect to existing harness right there. There you go. Got that snap sound, you know it's good. And then this 2 push pin retainer goes push into the housing and the bracket housing. It's hard to see. There we go. It's nice and secured in there. All right. Push that wire down so it's not gonna get interrupted. Alright, let's put the cooler in, and then the lower intake manifold, and then the upper intake manifold after, and then start the engine. Let's give this a try. Alright guys, torque to spec for all this. You can see Chrysler 300 right there, 3.6. This is the torque sheet. The oil filter housing, here's a 35 inch-pounds or 4 Newton-meter. The lower intake manifold, 106 inch-pound, and the upper is 89 inch-pound. So those are the torque spec. Let's get it going. Alright guys, when you guys use impact on these bolts, make sure you're on the low setting, okay? Low setting. Now let's torque them to spec. Alright guys, it's been running for about 15 minutes. We are bleeding the air out of the coolant. The bleeder screw is right there. It's been running for a while. We got the coolant top up on the cold line right there. Just curious, if you want to see the part number of the harness, is right there, part number. So this is looking good. We're gonna go for a quick wash in the engine bay. We're gonna take a look, make sure that there's no engine light is on. Looks good. It's warm. Wow, that's pretty warm in here. Sounds good. All right, so this is Fricks. Time to return it to the customer. She's gonna be happy. Right, that's it guys. That's how you change that harness in the back there because of that multiple codes that we got. Fix the problem. Thumbs up. Let's go. Thanks for watching.